everyone knows that pistol rounds are a huge part of winning the game of Valorant, and pistol rounds in the second half might be the most important round to win in the entire game. So check out how OpTic does it against Luminosity. First of all, let's go ahead and look at their initial setup. So right off the bat, we're gonna see the barriers drop, and they're gonna throw a Prowler out main, and then 2 players are going to sneak out after the Prowler and head into Wine here. Now, the cool thing about this setup is not only that they have 2 players there, we're gonna see a one-way smoke activated here as well. And then the Prowler, of course, checks the cubby here to make sure that nobody's teleported across. But look at this setup from the 2 players that are in Wine. So if you'll notice, there's a chamber teleport over here on the other side of the wall, and that is allowing Ye to play in Wine. Ye is playing the chamber. He's playing in Wine, but also can teleport because the teleport circle wraps around like this. Now, what this does is if somebody were to challenge a main, Ye would take the contact. You can see the Marved on the Astra is tucked behind this wall, so he's not seen by anybody. And Ye would simply, take the shot and teleport out. And once the chamber is not here and he's teleported back into sight, that completely disguises that there's a second player in the Wine area. So that's just a cool little wrinkle that they're throwing out here. The pressure is not going to come through A main, it's actually going to come through tree. So then watch how OpTic reacts to this pressure through tree. So we're going to see the execute come through from LG. They dart in here. They're actually going to push up into the kind of like the garden area and up into heaven through the window. There's the Prowler to meet them. So the Fade FNS knows that there is pressure coming up into this area, and he's going to back up here into heaven and try and meet them this way. And as LG bursts through the window, FNS is going to realize that there's like 5 players rushing him, and so he's going to back up. It's not actually 5, but it sounds like a lot of people, so he's just going to back up here. And this is where the discipline and understanding of OpTic about map control really takes over, because I want you guys to just pay attention to how they allow LG to take the site, because that's what's going to happen here. FNS just kind of falls back. He doesn't want to take a 1-on-3 with a pistol. That's like never going to go well. And he knows that there are 2 players that are controlling A main. So LG has nobody in A main. He has control of this area, and so LG has nobody there. They have the trip here in middle, and while there is a player lurking there, they have control of this. So OpTic knows that LG basically has one avenue onto site, and that is through this part of tree and then down into sight through heaven. So effectively, if I were to draw the map control, let's represent LG's map control with yellow. And this is kind of what OpTic sees it as. So LG has control of this, right? And then OpTic, who will be in blue, I should probably switch this, but regardless, OpTic has control of this, right? And they also have control of this. So there's only one way that LG can kind of like get into and out of the site. And this basically allows OpTic to have full surround of the site and all of the LG players immediately, because they didn't give up A main control. So this allows OpTic to basically let them plant, and then whenever they want to, they can come in for a retake from multiple angles at the same time. So there's a little bit of a trade that happens. The Jet ends up using the dash to escape the trade that was happening in main, and FNS hears this, and so he's going to hop up here and punish the Jet. So that's obviously a really nice pick. He retakes heaven control very quickly, and so now we can expand the OpTic control of the map. They have full heaven control, and they have full A main control. So things are going to get very scary for LG very, very quickly, because they're being sandwiched from both sides, and they only have a very small control of the tree part of the map. And you can see it goes very, very well for OpTic, because they're able to come in through tree, through heaven, and through main at the same time and just obliterate the players as they're trying to plant and set up their post plant. And that leaves the lurker with absolutely nothing to do. That is the round. That is an immaculate understanding of map control by OpTic, very well played by them, and it ends up going on to help them win this map against LG.